Damn.
Ugh.
You're all alone in a fantasy, so wake up and just move on. Let's end it all. And I don't mind that I left you behind.
Alright, so I figured, since I can't ride right now, I can't do much, like many activities and whatnot like I usually do in the vlog. I figured I'd take this time to explain to you guys exactly what I've been doing throughout these past couple of days. Well, 3 days now. So if you didn't know, on Sunday, my buddy Ryan and I went out and rode mountain bikes up at Summit, and I ended up, unfortunately, taking a nasty fall towards one of the end of the runs. Because of that fall, I screwed up my shoulder as well as my back, and I'm not able to ride my scooter, bike, skateboard. I can't really drive one of my cars that well. Now that the swelling has gone down a little bit on my actual shoulder, I can show you guys exactly what's going on. So I had the same thing on this arm. See this little bump right here? Like this spot right there. If you feel on your shoulder, if you haven't done this, that should be flat. You shouldn't have a bump there. So on this side, I basically did that again. So now I have that bump for a second time. Basically what that bump is, it's your collarbone. Your collarbone's like over your actual shoulder at this point. I severed a ligament that holds those two flat. That's what happened. So I had a grade 3 on this side, so I'm assuming that's what I've done on this side, which means that I got a little bit of a lengthy process throughout this entire recovery time, because if I'm not mistaken, this one took right about 5 months to heal. I'm gonna try to get this one to heal much faster. I would love to get this one done in 2 months. And now that I've already gone over this injury and this entire recovery process, I think I might be able to do that. And this is what these past couple of days have been consisted of. Let's start this off by saying things haven't exactly been as simple as they usually are. I can do a lot of normal things like open doors and walk around, things like that. That's not a problem. Though I do have certain spots while I'm walking when my back will kind of spasm and I have to stop for a second. Sitting down is kind of a pain because I can't sit straight up because of the fact that I have a back injury, but laying down, I've learned, has been decently okay, although getting up is a little bit more of a mission than usual. I gotta take it really slow. Sometimes I gotta kind of spin, but because I have an injury on my left side as well as on my right side, I can't favor one side. Both are hurt, so I have to just do it really slowly. Things that would normally consist of 2 hands, for example, taking a shower and washing my head, opening any packages, brushing my teeth, that's not 2 hands, but I am right-handed, and my right arm's the one that's jacked up, so I'm gonna be pretty good with my left hand here pretty soon. Like eating, that's another thing that's hard to do with my left hand personally, but we're gonna be ambidextrous by the time all this is over. I can drive, so that is a plus, although, like I said earlier, I can't exactly drive my Focus RS right now because it is a manual car, and I have to shift with my right arm, and right now I can't do that. So that car is gonna be collecting some dust right now, although technically, yes, I can drive the GTR, although because of the transmission being as built up as it is pretty strenuous on me just because it's so bumpy when it takes off sometimes. So that car is probably going to be collecting a little more dust than I would like it to right now, but I might take it out every once in a while. But because I can't drive those 2 cars, that puts us down to Bertha, which isn't a bad thing, but that also means that I can buy some parts for that car right now. But the reason I can drive that car as opposed to the other 2 is because, one, that transmission is very, it's normal, it's a stock transmission, so it's not bumping at me all the time. The suspension's really floaty because it's super old. It's an automatic car, like I don't have to shift or anything like that. Although gas isn't gonna be very fun because it drinks a lot. So I will be able to get over to the skate park and whatnot, I just won't be able to ride my scooter. Have I tried to ride my scooter? No, because the last time I tried to do that with my left arm, I almost fell, and almost falling hurts because I gotta move my arm. That sucks. Like I said earlier, I've had quite a bit of swelling on my arm as well as on my back. So I have been icing everything a lot. It's 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off, pretty much throughout the entire day unless I fall asleep. Now that the third day is coming, I'll probably start to put some heat on there so that I can get some range of motion back, because I just wanted to really get the swelling down so I can actually see everything and see how it's moving around and things like that, and actually put my arm on it and feel it now, so I can feel like the bump is right here. So it's getting better. It's definitely getting better. Although the biggest thing that I am going to be using throughout these next couple of months is going to be my pool. And that is because my good friend Jamie Bestwick taught me that when you do your AC, when I did my last one, the best thing for you to do is to just strap a bunch of ice to your shoulder, like saran wrap it to myself, and go into the pool and just start pushing water around. I'm not trying to swim or anything like that, but that does make a world of a difference for a couple reasons. One, obviously the ice is sitting there, it's not moving or anything, but two, I'm actually getting blood moving around. Like, I'm actually moving my arm and getting some range of motion back, and it's almost painless, which is actually really surprising. But because you're not lifting your arm at all, and I'm not using the muscles that are actually in my shoulder, I don't have to lift it, but it can be lifted because my arm is just floating and I'm able to just push things around. So if you ever have like a ligament problem or something like that, I highly recommend going into the pool, strapping some ice to it. It could be like something in your ankle or something. You can just kind of lift your ankle and let it float there and move it around maybe, or maybe if you have a knee issue, you can let your legs kind of float in some way and just move your knee a little bit. Or if you've done your shoulder like myself, it helps a ton. So if you guys have a pool, or you have access to a pool, maybe your friend has one, or maybe you live in an apartment complex that has a pool, utilize that if you are hurt. You know, I was gonna make a lot of a vlog about like recovery things and getting better and getting back on my scooter. But I think that's gonna get boring after a couple of videos. So I am still gonna try to get out, of course, and do some active things, or at least be with some friends that still are able to do active things and whatnot, just to make videos that are still entertaining. So I will be mobile. I'm not just gonna be here at my house all the time in the pool and taking pictures of me floating. That's not what this channel nor my other social media platforms like Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all that stuff are gonna be like. I want to still be out and be active and keep this vlog as entertaining as I personally can. If you see me out in public, don't be afraid to still, of course, come up and say hello. Give me a fist bump on my left arm, not my right. I can't shake your hand right now, but I still can sign things because I can still T-Rex it. I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering how long it's gonna be before I am back on my scooter. I don't know, but I do know for this injury at the grade that I have, which I'm assuming is a grade 3 injury, recovery time is about 12 weeks, possibly more, depending on the severity of it, like I said. I'm gonna try to get it down to 8. If I can get the injury down to 8 and I can get my full range of motion back like I did with this arm, which I think I should be able to because I've gone through it before. I have all of the necessary tools in order to make this recovery quicker. And but yeah, 8 weeks is kind of what I'm aiming for right now. That's my goal. It's not a guaranteed answer, but it is my goal. Once I do get back on my scooter, things are gonna be slow. I'm not gonna be able to get on and just start tossing bangers and just instantly doing a ton of flares and trying to learn all kinds of new tricks. Things are gonna be a little bit slower. So I'm gonna be starting off with the basics like bar spins, tail whips. I gotta relearn everything and make sure that I'm not gonna be doing all kinds of bad things to my shoulder, because I am trying to avoid surgery. And I'll make sure to still get videos for you guys. I have all kinds of other stuff I can make videos of. I have a 1200 horsepower car in the garage. I have a ton of scooter parts that I can make videos out of. I can unbox things. I can talk to you guys about new products coming from Envy. There's all kinds of different stuff. Don't be worried, is what I should be saying, that the channel is just gonna go down. We're still around, just with one arm. But I do want to take this time also to say thank you guys so much for sending me get well wishes. You guys have been amazing. I've gotten thousands of messages from people saying, hey, I hope that your arm gets better and you're able to get back on your scooter as soon as possible. You guys have been so kind when it comes to that. And again, I do appreciate all of you guys for giving me those wishes and just being so kind. I haven't given you guys a positive message of the day throughout the past couple of days, so I'm gonna do it right now, but I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna do it right here. I've talked about this many times on the channel, whether it's been in these positive messages or just during my riding. And that is that you're gonna fall. And I've been riding mountain bikes for over a year, and I've gotten to be pretty good at them because of the fact that I'm comfortable with handlebars. And I fell on one of the ramps that I wasn't really expecting to fall on because it was one of the easier ones. And I just want you guys to know that you're gonna fall whether you're doing something that you're extremely confident in or not. And it's gonna be at times where you're really not expecting it, but it is going to happen. And it's up to you on how you're gonna react to it, how you're gonna handle it. And this could be with so many different things. I'm not just talking about action sports. I'm not just talking about riding your bike. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not just talking about you riding your scooter. I'm not just talking about throwing a baseball, missing the catch, and the baseball hitting you in the face. That's not what I'm talking about necessarily, although those things are included. I'm talking about actual real life instances. I'm talking about you lose your job. You might lose your job one day and you're really not expecting it, but it's up to you on how you react. How are you gonna deal with this? Are you gonna move forward, or are you just gonna stay there and melt? You gotta keep moving forward. You're gonna go through struggles. Right now, I have to go inside this pool and just push water right now when I'm used to being on my scooter and doing double backflips and flares and all kinds of tricks and jumping mega ramps. That's what I'm used to doing. Of course, right now I'm struggling pushing water. But it's up to you to deal with. Can you push water? Can you just calm down and be okay with just starting back at square one? Can you go back to square one on anything that happens and just start from scratch and be okay with it? That's the hardest thing, just being okay with it. You'll get through whatever it is that life throws at you as long as you are strong. So be strong and continue to move forward. That's today's positive message. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Again, thank you so much for sending all of the get well wishes, and until next time, I'm out of here. Later.